Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Brooke-Sidney and I talk all about mindset and manifestation. And today we are talking about what to do when your manifestation is slow to come in or hasn't come in at all and you're frustrated with all your techniques. Before we get into it, I want to share that there are 2 ways for you to work with me. Yes, 2 ways, one-on-one coaching as well as email. That information is listed below. And there are also 2 communities for those of you that are on this amazing manifestation journey. That information is also below. So today my goal is to get on with a rather quick one and also some practical steps for you to take in order for you to help your manifestation come in and speed up. I'm getting a lot of questions around the number of affirmations, how long to do affirmations. I've been doing affirmations for this goal. It's not come in. Should I switch to another goal? I want to say, stop, let's back up. So manifestation and law of assumption and what I'm teaching on this channel is more about you. It's more about you. Everything manifests from the inside out. I feel like a broken record sometimes, but everything manifests from the inside out. And so it's really not about the techniques. Honestly, it's not about the number of techniques. It's not about, which technique to potentially use. It's more or less about figuring out the way to develop the self-confidence and the self-concept that will allow you to manifest your wish fulfilled, right? To develop the self-concept that is the person that has what you are desiring. It is about being the person that is able to live in the end, that knows that they have it, they are feeling it, they are knowing it, they are certain that it's coming through, they are aligned and lined up with it. The techniques are simply tools, tactics, methodology that have worked to help get us into that right self-concept and to help us reprogram our minds, to help us work on our subconscious so that we feel like that we have it, so that we have developed that natural assumption, those dominant thought states of us having it or being it, to be the person that has what you're desiring. So today I'm going to give you guys a little bit of work. I'm going to give you some things that I want you to take into your meditation and prayer time and journal on. I want you to take these questions that I'm going to ask you to heart. I think if you're able to answer these questions and then develop the techniques and tools, use these as the point to which to work on the techniques and tools, you'll be in a much better starting place. I think that some of you think that you can just pick up affirmations from somewhere else, or someone is giving you a list of affirmations and you're just trying them on. I don't advise that method. I just don't. I think that you have to go within first. I think that you have to figure out who you are, why you're not lined up with it now, so that you can take care of that gap. And that gap is usually our self-concept. Our gap is discovering what thoughts that we're thinking that is keeping us away from the thing that we want. So I have a list because I don't want to forget. The first thing that I want you to ask in your quiet time, you guys, take some time, stop watching all these videos, take some time to really go within and figure out the answers to these questions. I promise you, these questions and these answers can quantum leap you into your manifestation. So the first thing, and I've talked about this in other videos, but ask yourself, am I clear about what I really want? I can't tell you the number of client one-on-ones that I've sat in recently where the person wasn't exactly clear about the thing that they wanted. It was not specific. They weren't able to actually even explain what it is that they wanted. So for example, if you wanted a relationship, well, what kind of relationship? Where does it lead? Where does it go? What does it feel like? Who is it with? What is this man like? Who are you in the relationship? If you want a house, where does the house exist? What neighborhood? What does it look like? All of those things. Get very clear about what it is you actually want to manifest. And if you're truly manifesting it, how can you live in the end of something that you don't even know what it is or what it looks like? So that's why I'm saying we've got to go back to the drawing board here. So that's the first question. Am I really clear about what I want? Number 2, am I allowing myself to want what I want? This is where our belief systems around about ourselves buck up with the things that we want in our lives. So many of us have gone through childhood traumas. We've gone through relationship disappointments. We've had people that have talked crap to us. We've had people that have beaten down our self-esteem and our self-concept. And so a lot of times I'm finding that my clients have to work on truly believing they are the person to have what they want and allowing themselves to want what you want. That'd be like me telling me, hey, I know that you said that you kind of want a new car, and deep down I'm like, I kind of want this Mercedes, but then I don't allow myself to have it, and I think it's okay for me to have a Toyota or a Lexus or whatever. It's not about the brand, it's about allowing yourself to want what you want. I remember when I was actually separating and getting divorced, and I had one of my really trusted advisors ask me, well, where do you want to live? And I started thinking about money and budgets and all that stuff. She was like, no. Before you do that, where do you want to live? If you can live anywhere that you want in the greater Los Angeles area, where do you want to live? And when I was quiet, it took me a moment. To put aside, fears around what I'd be able to get and where it would be, and this new idea of living on my own with a child. But once I was able to settle into who I am and what I really wanted, I realized I wanted to live back by the beach. I wanted to be in walking distance to the beach. And once I started allowing myself to have that, that's how I was able to get very clear about what I wanted and manifest it. And I live right by the beach. Okay. So, allow yourself to want what you want. Ask yourself, am I allowing myself to want what I want? The third question is, who am I with regards to this subject? So ask yourself, you're kind of looking for the gap here. This again is going back to, who do you believe you are? Are you the person in my last example that, doesn't believe that she can live by the beach, or doesn't believe that she can find the place that she wants to live, doesn't believe that she gets what she wants in the areas of, where she lives or money or stuff like that? Same thing in relationships. Who are you? Who are you in relationship to the thing that you want? Are you the girl who never gets the job, never gets the guy? Are you the guy who, never gets the girl, who never quite has what he wants, or, is always the one that's left? The point here is that you've got to figure out what your deep-seated beliefs are. What is running on your subconscious track? What is truly now your dominant state, your natural assumption in the thing or in the area that you want to manifest? And the last question is, ask yourself, it says the me who has what I desire. So that was my shorthand note of who is the person that has what you desire. Who do you have to be to have what you desire? This goes back to my video that I did recently about the action steps that you take. Who do you have to be to live in the wish fulfilled, to live in the end, to know that your desire is yours? That is the self-concept of the person that has what you want, whatever this manifestation is. So going back to my example of where I wanted to live, I had to develop the self-conscious of, I'm the person that lives by the beach. I'm the person who truthfully does always has sand in her car. I'm the person who is able to take my son to the beach very simply, to walk to the beach. I'm the person that needs lots of sunscreen. I'm the person that has the beach gear in the back of my car. I'm the person that can afford a beach apartment, a beach townhome, a location near the beach. I am the person that always gets approved for home rentals or home mortgages, whatever it is. You have to decide today to be the person who has your desire, and then you develop and use your tools from there. I hope this video has been helpful. Make sure you subscribe and like it, and I will see you tomorrow.